This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, thank you so much, guys, for joining this call. This is a very, very special group that we have here, जो कि हम 100 Day Challenge में part लेने जा रहे हैं. The language here in the classes will be Hindi and English, just because everybody is comfortable. No other reason. Mostly it'll be in English, but if there are any questions, so thank you so much, guys, for joining in this group. And it means a lot क्योंकि Sunday को time निकाल के आ रहे हैं, so it means a lot. And also you're all committing for 100 days to stick together कि हम try करके देखेंगे, हमको भी life में कुछ करना है, we have some issues. So for all of that, you decided to take some action, so thank you for that as well. And this 100 Day Challenge group is like it will be one of the most rewarding journey we will have in recent times. The reason I say this is I have done it just once before, and it is so powerful. It is so hard in a way that the group is the only way to do it in a very, very simplified way. If you want to do all of this alone, I can tell you I have tried doing it many times before, and for some reason or other it can fall apart because the mind is so tricky. It can easily make you miss one day. And the point is, if you do for 50-60 days and just you miss for one day because of whatever reason, you're back to zero. It is that hard sometimes. Okay, so but this is a group, this is a set of people together, and we all want to do this, so this will give us much more momentum. And I really welcome you all to this group. So let's see the big picture. Okay, like why, जैसे किसी ने पूछा कि क्यों है ये, मतलब क्या करना है, इसका पर्पस क्या है. So let's see what this is about. This is not just about exercises or weight loss or just good breathing or having some understanding some yoga posture, how the energy flows and all. This is actually program on mind channeling. The reason why this is called mind channeling is because बहुत सारे चीजों का solution आपके माइंड हमारे माइंड में ही रहता है. So the point is, if we learn to channel our mind properly, we are able to achieve most of the things that we all ask for. Okay, so this is mainly about mind channeling, to discipline it, to make sure it goes where we want it to go, do what we want it to do, and make it more disciplined. Because right now we are in more of an instant gratification mode. कुछ चाहिए ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर कर दिया, कुछ चाहिए immediately जाके आया, मुझे अभी कुछ चाहिए, कुछ मूवी देखना है immediately play कर दिया. So mind is very much pampered right now. So it's important to get it under discipline, because if we don't get it under discipline, some days will be good, some days will be bad. It's like a tough ride. Okay, so the main point is also to get the discipline, to get the consistency. Once you do something for 100 days, now imagine how much confidence it will give you that you want to do something new. You have that confidence. I have done it before once, I can do it again now. Okay, so bring some consistency, form some good habits, some habits which will serve us well. And also one more thing is to sing through this challenge. It's a challenge, it's not like a simple journey, it's a challenge. So the point is to overcome this challenge, the joy of overcoming a tough challenge. That is what this is about. Okay, so I actually asked people one-on-one as well in the WhatsApp, and I got their answers. What made them join this group? So mostly people were looking to be more positive, or positive banna tha. They wanted to be more happier than how much happy they were, and get more peaceful. Like they have a lot of stress, or you can say anger, or you can say unhappiness. So they want a relaxed mind, they don't want a very disturbed mind. Okay, and then there were also people who wanted the weight loss, from the yoga, or from the affirmations, visualizations, going towards the weight loss. And then reduce your stress. Many people have a lot of stress, to reduce that. That is one of the another reason. And some people are there, we want to do this challenge and see whether we can do it or not. Okay, so these were the top reasons which I had from people why they wanted to do something like this together. So the question is it possible to get all of this, like all of these things? क्या हमें मिल सकता है? क्या सही में हम पॉजिटिव बन सकते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा पीसफुल बन सकते हैं just by doing this? Of course, like this is नो ब्रेनर, बिकॉज हम पहले लोग नहीं है जो एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे हैं, या हम एक्सेप्शन नहीं है जो हम एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे हैं। इससे बहुत सारे, लाइक मेनी मेनी lakhs and millions maybe of people have done it and have experienced it, and even we have done something like this just once before, and we know how powerful this is. So is it possible to get all of this? Now this call is recorded, so आप सबके जो wants है, आप सबके reasons है, वो सब recorded है. So after 100 days we can actually check and see, is there any difference? Like not a small difference, is there any major difference? Do you feel you have achieved the goal or not? That kind of difference. Okay, so all of this that we listed were the effects, कि क्या क्या effect है उसके. Now let's see on the causes. So if we work on the cause, automatically effect will take care of itself. Okay, so what do we need to do? Simple, just follow the 40 minutes exercise routine daily. We'll go over the 40 minutes routine shortly, but just what you need to do is do those exercises every single day. Not कि एक दिन दो दिन का कर लिया, एक दिन तीन दिन का कर लिया, मैं ज्यादा फ्री हूँ, ऐसा नहीं चलेगा. हर दिन आपको टाइम निकाल के करना है. एंड सिर्फ करना है इसलिए नहीं करना है. एज मच एक्साइटमेंट, जितना आप एक्साइटेड हो सकते हो उतना, जितना एंटिसिपेट कर सकते हो उतना, और जितना आप इंटरेस्ट से करोगे उतना अच्छा रहेगा, क्योंकि इट्स योर लाइफ. एंड when it's your life, you need to be involved in that. Other people can't be that much involved. So it's your life, your involvement. आप जितना involvement, जितना excited होके करोगे उतना ज्यादा अच्छा रिजल्ट आएगा. And this is like treated like an opportunity. Like I know many times it can come like, okay, I'm interested, not that interested, and okay, let me see what this is. Don't treat it like that. Treat it like an opportunity where this is a chance to change your life. How you have been in the past में क्या issues थे, कितने बार किया नहीं किया, और life is very different. All those things is your past. Keep it there. From today onwards, you can actually treat it like an opportunity to change yourself. Okay. So what are the actual exercises that we are going to do? These are the 4 exercises that we are going to do, and we'll also go over why I picked these 4. There's so many things to do, but there's a reason why I picked these 4, based on various things that I did, and based on my personal results, based on various research I did, and based on whatever information I had. So these are the 4 things. If you have 40 minutes a day, this is the 4 things I would do. That's why I picked it up. Okay. So the number one thing is meditation, and that is purely, I think, is a very, very great gift India has given to this world. We'll go over it, what type of meditation I'm talking about. There are so many things there. बहुत सारी चीजें, बहुत सारे तरह तरह के आसना, not asana, तरह तरह के चीज हैं. How to meditate, what to meditate on. So we'll go over quickly what I would do. Second is yoga. It's just again, yoga, what it does is energizes the body and the mind. Again, we are not going to go in depth of asanas, which asana is good for this and that. It's mainly, I am treating all of us like a beginner in yoga, who doesn't know what yoga has to offer. They have read, we all have read, but maybe we have not done it so consistently to know the benefits. So this is more of understanding what yoga has to do for us. Okay. Then third is visualizations. Now visualization is a very, very powerful technique, which I learned few years ago. Really, really helpful, and it is creating future in your mind first before it's outside for the world to see. It is a future you create in your mind. Okay. And then there's affirmations, which is directly impacting the subconscious mind by telling yourself again and again what you are or what you want to be. Okay. So these are the 4 exercises we are going to go about, and we'll do one by one. We'll go over it one by one in detail, and after each one I will open up for questions, like a quick question, 1 or 2 questions, and if no questions, we'll move forward. Okay. So first start with meditation. So very, very heavy word, like not heavy word, but it has a lot of depth packed into this one word. ध्यान बोलते हैं उसको हिंदी में. But what I'm talking about meditation here is very, very simple. I want to do it most in the simplest way, but it's also the most powerful way that I know of, which will calm you down like anything. Okay, so this is what all you have to do is close your eyes and focus on the breath. So what is the concept is like, you close your eyes and sit straight, close your eyes and just watch your breath. Okay, and if you have to focus, just focus here. This is where I focus generally, in between the eyes. Just focus there and just watch your breath. Okay, so you will see the breath going up and down, up and down, up and down, and the length of the breath keeps on decreasing, decreasing, decreasing. Okay, the mind यहाँ चल जाएगा. Of course it's born to not born, but its nature is to do like that. So वो यहाँ वहाँ जाते रहता है. Every time it goes out, just try to get it back to the breath. Okay, it's much easier to just focus on the one thing rather than focus on nothing. So we take breath. Okay, so just focus on the breath and get it back, get it back. So you will see, maybe within a few days itself, you will see आपकी breath जैसे short होते जाएगी. At one point it will merge like a dot here in between the eyes. Once it merges like a dot, almost you go into a little bit of thoughtless state, जो कि as per books that I have read, it's called the ध्यान state. So जो ध्यान state है, वहां पे जब हम पहुंचते हैं, then that means it goes into thoughtless state. That is where it's a deep relaxation state. Okay, and there's a lot of science behind it. We're not going to go over in this first call itself, but once you do that, uh, once you do meditation for 10 minutes, try doing this. Just close your eyes, bring focus your attention only on the breath, and just see how the breath is moving, and at one point it will merge into a dot. And at that point, that's it. You don't have to do anything else. You just enjoy that feeling. You just be in that state for as much time as you can. For me, it's like matter of seconds, and I actually cannot sustain more than seconds, which means I need to do a lot. But it's just a matter of few seconds that I'm able to do, and then again the breath, I can see the breath moving. So then again I try to bring it back to that 1 point zone, and then again try to get it in a way that I'm in the dhyan state. Okay, so that is the first step uh, that we all should aim to achieve, is to reach that stage and to be in the dhyana state. Okay, once we reach that, you just observe. Just you become like an observer and just observe it. Don't have to do anything, don't have to think good, you don't have to think bad. Automatically you won't be able to think, because it's so absorbing. You cannot think a lot. That is what I am proposing to do. That is what I am going to do. And I am also going to send you this link. It's a guided meditation link. Many people may enjoy this guided meditation link more if you have somebody telling over, okay, do this, now you do this, now you do this. This is what is really helped me a lot personally. So I will share this link in the group. So it's a 10 or 12 minutes guided meditation. So you just follow this, or you just follow what I said before, focus on your breath. Okay, and make it, just focus on it wherever the mind is, I get it back. This is to be done for 10 minutes. Okay, it's too short a period, to be honest. It's not like a long period. 10 minutes will go away quickly, but we have to start somewhere. Okay, so 10 minutes is what we are to do here. Now, in case you all have some different meditation you already do, if you already do some other meditation, it's fine. But if you focus on something else, it's fine. But the concept is, you have to learn to focus on something, or you have to learn to be silent. Okay, so this is the first technique that we have. This is the first thing we are supposed to do, 10 minutes. Okay, any questions on this? Let me see. No questions. I hope you have not gone into the dhyana state. No questions. It is, I just want to hear a no.
No. From my
Okay.
side, no.
Okay, wonderful. All right, I assume there are no questions. So this is the first thing we are to do at the meditation.
Sometimes we practice, but we never achieved actually.
What, Pinky?
Practice multiple times, but never achieved.
Never achieved. Okay, no problem. It's always first time sometimes, so no problem. But this is what we are to do. This is what we do for 10 minutes. Okay, every single day for next 100 days. If you don't like it after 100 days, don't do it. That's fine. But for next 100 days, give yourself 10 minutes. Okay. And we have a weekly discussion. So questions will come, answers will come. So we'll have discussion. Don't bother about that. At least get started with that. Okay. Second thing we have is yoga. So yoga is again a very, very powerful way of dealing with the body mind complex, like what we are, a body mind entity. Yoga is a very, very powerful way to, first of all, clear your stress level. It is a very, very helpful thing. Now, personally, I have just done for a few days and I could feel the solid impact of it. It was so powerful that I couldn't let it go. Okay. So in yoga, again, there are like many, many, many exercises. There are many, many steps. Yoga is probably like at the later stage of journey, but we all like have to get started, and we don't have a lot of time with us. So what we do in yoga is just three things that I would like to do. I am doing that, but I know some people messaged me and told me they already do a lot of other exercises. It's fine, you can do that till you have till you want to continue that routine. But for a starter who have never done a yoga, who have not uh, seen the wonderful benefits of yoga, this is what I would request you to do. Just three asanas: Anulom Vilom, Kapalbhati, and Bhastrika. Okay. And in this, we do Anulom Vilom for just 5 minutes, and then Kapalbhati and Bhastrika combined for just 5 minutes. Okay. So Anulom Vilom is very, very simple, and we all can see a lot of videos, but I'll just simply show you how I do it. So I just hold my nose here, right nose here, and left nose. These three fingers are open. So I just breathe from my left nose and then hold it for a few seconds and then release it with the right nose, and then breathe in with the right nose, hold it and release with the left nose. Okay, very, very simple. You will find like maybe so many videos on YouTube, all of saying the same thing. There are different forms, different ways you can breathe with same nose. You can exhale with not same nose. You can breathe with the same side and exhale on the other side. There are few variations, but let's start with simple. Breathe in with left nose, exhale with the right nose, then breathe in with the right nose, exhale with the left, like exhale from the left nose. Okay, very, very simple exercise, but very, very powerful. And I actually have a very, very interesting video. Not just interesting, I think this is one of the most powerful Anulom Vilom that I have done in the previous. So I'll just play it quickly. So this is based on the Gayatri mantra. It's based on a Ved chanting. It's supposed to be in such a perfect pitch and form that you will get two benefits. One is you will do the exercise and you will know exactly how much time to hold, when to release, how much time to inhale. And the other benefit is you will also get the vibrations from the chants. So they are dual benefits. So for 5 minutes when you do, you could do this. Okay, it's not like you have to do this, but you could do this. Okay. So one way is to do it without any of the aids here, like any of the mantra here. Other way to do is using this mantra. Okay. So I'll just play for 1 minute, like for one or two times. So just sit like this.
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्
So it's very simple. In the Om, you inhale. For the duration of Om, you just inhale. And during the chanting of this mantra, you just hold it, hold your breath. And when the next Om is said, you will just exhale it. Okay. So it's little bit very little bit challenging initially. It's you're not going to hold for that much time. You're not going to exhale for that much time. You're not going to probably inhale for that much time. It's all right. Very quickly, we will get over there. And there's a reason, and we'll go over it in next calls probably. But this is what I will do personally. This is what I am going to follow for 5 minutes. You can do this, or you can do what we said manually, like just inhale, hold, and then exhale. Okay, both the things are fine, but this is what I'm going to do. Okay, all right. So that was on Anulom Vilom. Kapalbhati is again very simple, and it's just you can watch any videos on the YouTube. I'll post the links on the group if anybody wants, or you can just let me know. But it's just pushing your stomach in and exhaling out. That's it. So you just exhale out. That's it. You just exhale out continuously. Do it for 2 to 3 minutes. If not, yeah, just do it for 2 to 3 minutes. And then Bhastrika is just you use your shoulders to exhale and inhale. Something like that. And it's again, you'll get proper videos in the YouTube who are like people who know much more about yoga. They will teach. They are the people who teach. I'm not that much experienced in yoga. This is something I'm trying out very recently, but it's been wonderful. And it's like my friend Deepak, who is on the call, he told me about this. So I got started with all of this. Again, this is a very powerful set of yoga. And quickly, if I want to go over it, why I picked these three is because Bhastrika works on the stomach, on the abdomen region. Kapalbhati works on the chest region. Sorry, Kapalbhati works on the abdomen region. Bhastrika works on the chest region, and Anulom Vilom works on the face region, like the different chakras. These three exercises will work in the different chakras, different zones of your body. So if we do all of this combined 10 minutes within 100 days, I'm hopeful that this will give a very good results, because we are not just focusing on one aspect, we are focusing on all three aspects. Okay, that is the main reason why I had this, and this is also one of the most simplest ones to do to get started with. Okay, these are ones which I am proposing that we do, and I'm going to do. If you have some other exercise, you are advanced in it, completely fine. But any questions so far on the yoga, like what we are supposed to do? Any questions there?
No, Sumit, from my end, there is no question.
Okay, wonderful. Anybody else has any question?
Just one thing I would like to
Hey, wait a
share
minute.
with you.
Just told no questions.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just kidding. Hey Deepak, please go. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. What I was asking you, when we are doing Anulom Vilom and Bhastrika, so like it should be a 2.5 minutes, or you are going to divide like 3 minutes, 2 minutes, or Bhastrika should be a little less and Anulom Vilom should be a little more. What is your opinion in this one?
Like I'm very novice here. I'm very newbie here. But my opinion is the way I did it last few days. Anulom Vilom is for 5 minutes, not less than that. And
Yeah.
Kapalbhati Bhastrika, I would do 3 minutes. Rather
Okay.
than two and a half minutes, I would do three equal, both of them.
Okay.
Okay.
I think so, but Meena auntie has been doing this from quite a long time. You can take her opinion what's best.
Sure. You have any inputs there, Auntie?
I've been doing the yoga since so many years,
Mhm.
but this Kapalbhati I don't do much because I get a backache.
Mhm.
So I just do it once only, 100 strokes like that.
Okay.
Srika also I do.
Mhm.
It's good. The exercise, what you're saying is very good.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So, like we said, in a week by week, we will see if some people have anything that they want to do, they want to try. If some people say they're not liking it much, we'll review. Okay, that's the reason why we have weekly, because these are some exercises which will change your body, your mind as we keep doing it. So we have a way to discuss in this group. Okay, thank you so much. So this is what I will do for 10 minutes yoga. Okay. Next, let's move to visualizations. So visualizations is again a very, very powerful thing. The reason why I had it is very simple. It's so powerful, we cannot ignore it. We cannot not use it. Okay. So visualization is very simple. You just pick something you want or you become, or you want to become. Okay. Let's say you want anything, like whatever you want, you visualize on that. What you want to become, you can visualize on that. Okay. So previously when we did it once for 100 days, this is what we visualize. We'll have our own company, we'll be teaching students how to do this, whatever testing online in US. We'll have our own company. That is what we visualize for 100 days. And literally within like 60 days of completing this target of 100 days, we actually formed our own company. We started teaching some students. So it was like a very magical thing for us, because we didn't ever think we will do something like that. We just thought, let's visualize and see if it happens. And somewhere this we have a firm belief that this really helped us become serious about our dream. Okay. So visualization is very, very powerful. And there's very, very basic rules for visualization which I'll go over. One thing is, it needs to be specific and not vague. For example, you just don't visualize, okay, I want to lose weight, I want to lose weight. For example, if you want to lose weight, I want to lose my weight, I want to become thinner, I want to become thinner. If you visualize like that, then that's not so clear for the mind, okay, what you want to do, how much you want to do. Okay. Second thing is desire or emotions. You need to be emotional about it. It needs to be something that you really want. It needs to be something that you really want to become. Okay, let's say you want to become more positive, so you visualize yourself. We'll go over how to visualize. But so when you visualize over it, don't think, okay, it's all right if I'm positive or negative. It's okay, like, what is my mistake if that person is really bothering me? What is my mistake if their world is only doing like this to me? How much positive can I be? If you start going in that direction, the visualizations won't work. Okay, so you have to be absolutely clear that yes, from today onwards, I want to become positive. I want to become more peaceful. And there has to be an emotion, like there needs to be a desire or emotion attached to it. Okay. So to lose, let's say one of the goal, personally my goal is definitely to lose some weight. So let's say I put a target of losing like 10 to 15 kgs in this 100 days. Now if I sit and start visualizing, this is how I would visualize. If I'm thinking about this target, I would close my eyes and I would see myself becoming thin. I would see myself how I have overcome this challenge, or I would see myself how happy I am being back fit and being back in shape the way I want to be. Then I would visualize, okay, there is an opportunity for me to have some pizza, but I am saying no because I want to watch my weight. So I'm automatically, I don't want to eat that pizza. Just giving example. Then I'm seeing some exercises, like how I'm doing my exercises every day, how I'm achieving this weight target that I have, and how wonderful I'll be feeling, how wonderful I'm feeling because I have done this. Okay, so you sit there, you visualize, try to make it as much as close to the topic. 1 second, guys, I would need the charger. So sorry. All right, guys. Sorry, I'm back. I think my visualizations were so powerful, they made me do some exercises right away. But anyway, jokes apart. So this is what I would visualize, that I have accomplished it or I'm accomplishing it, and how I'm feeling because of it. Okay. So this is what we do. Try to soak yourself positively for 10 minutes in that. Your mind will probably get distracted. Maybe if you think of pizza, you'll think of some party, then you'll go over and think of some people. Try to avoid it. Okay. So the main thing in here is you see yourself accomplishing it. You feel the energy, like you are done it, you have made it happen, or how you're feeling because you made it happen, something like that. Okay. So any questions so far on the visualizations?
No question, Sumit, from my end.
Okay, have you all done it before? Yes, Vikram, you have any questions?
No. No. Never done that.
Okay. I think Vikram has done quite a lot. He may have something to add here.
Sumit, I do something different in this only.
Okay. No problem.
So, okay.
Anybody has anything to add? Any questions? Any comments?
I've done it. We have done it before. And isn't it that if you want to be positive, you just have to keep on saying, I am positive, I am positive, I am positive.
That's affirmations.
Affirmations. Okay. So that's different.
That's different. This is more of seeing in the mind's eye, seeing your picture of you're being happy. What it means to be happy is you're now content, you're playing with, let's say, your kids, you are watching some movies, you are enjoying being yourself. You're just in a happy space and you're taking a walk or preparing food, having good dinner, and you're just relaxed. This is more of seeing pictures like that. It's not about speaking. Okay. Wonderful. All right. I assume there is no questions and there is no comments as well. But this is what is a very, very powerful technique, because the scientific reason for visualization is, anything you want to achieve, closing the door, anything you want to achieve, first it needs to be achieved in the mind. That's the way it is. Things which we really want to create outside, it has to be created first in the mind. There is nothing in this world is created just without thinking about it, without conceptualizing it, right? So for example, we created this company of ours few years ago. It didn't happen just because it happened. We had to think about it. When we want to create something, we have to think about it. Let's say the food that comes on the plate doesn't come just like that. Somebody has to think, okay, I want to make this today, let me cook this. So that's how it comes. Whatever you see around mobile, whatever, each and everything, from your mobile, gadgets, whatever it is, somebody conceptualized, thought in their mind that we will create this, and that's how this was created. Okay, same concept we apply to our life. We want to be, let's say, positive, we want to be happy, we want to make a lot of money, we want more peace of mind, we want to reduce our stress, whatever it is. For all of these things, it can't happen directly outside. It may happen, but that's an outside people making you happy. That's not what I'm talking about. If we want to change as a person, if we want to become much more positive, much more peaceful, first it needs to be from the inside out. Okay, so inside you have to visualize, you have to see yourself happy, because if you don't know what it means to be happy, it's very hard for you to become a happy person. Okay, if you don't see yourself becoming happy, it's so hard. When the situation comes, you are as a habit used to not being happy. Okay, so again, visualization is so powerful. And one thing I would say on this is, since many people didn't do it before, one thing I would say is, don't go negative in this. Okay, so for example, if you sit and you want to reduce your stress, don't say, I want to reduce my stress, I'm feeling less stressful now, my stress is was very high, now it's going down. Don't think in that way. Opposite of stressful is calm. So think yourself like you're being calm. Despite of being like an urgent situation, you are very relaxed, you are capable of taking good decisions, you are calmly handling the situation. Think in that way. Okay, and that's one thing I wanted to say. Another thing is, it needs to be 10 continuous minutes. You'll be surprised to know how long 10 minutes will are. Really, if you do visualization for 10 minutes, you'll be surprised to see how long those are. And one thing I would say is, do 2 visualizations, not one, do 2, 5 minutes each. Okay, let's start with 5 minutes each. Do 2 visualizations. So for me personally, let's say if I have to visualize one thing, I would say losing my weight, let's say 15 kgs in 100 days. So let's say 15 kgs in 100 days. If that's my challenge, that's my visualization. For 5 minutes, I'm just thinking about how am I going to achieve it? How will I feel after achieving it? What is my status after achieving it? In this, never I am achieving, what if I don't do it? How will I do it? This is so hard, this is not at all possible. I'm not thinking in that way. So sorry, I'm not thinking in that way. Okay, I'm thinking more of, I am achieving it, I have achieved it. I'm thinking in that way. Okay, this is not a time for question answer, this is not a time to tell yourself this is all nonsense, this is not happening. This is not the time. In your other time, you can do whatever you want. This is the time where you firmly believe in it. Okay, so this is about visualization. Next I will go on affirmations. Okay, again, very powerful. And affirmations work on the subconscious mind. So as per today's data, today's science, and today's research also, most of the day-to-day activities, your behavior, your attitude, everything is driven by this subconscious mind. It's not by your conscious mind, it's by your subconscious mind. That's what the today's science also says. An affirmation is it's like, I would say, it's a shortcut way to go and hit the subconscious mind and say, and try to make a change there, not on the conscious mind. Okay, so this is, again, we will bring it up maybe in future discussions in much detail if needed. But this is again a very, very powerful way. And this is just for some people so hard. Like they think they are cheating themselves, they are lying to themselves. I'll give an example. I'll give example as we move ahead with this slide. But what are the rules of affirmations? Number one rule is, again, it needs to be specific. Specific meaning, it needs to be clear in what you want to achieve or what you want to become. Okay, you need to be clear there. Okay, so specific. So I want to be happy. Simple. Keep it very simple. You want to be happy, you just simply say as if you already achieved it. So it needs to be in the current, not in the future. I will be happy, I will be happy, I will be happy. If you say like that, you are telling yourself, your subconscious mind, right now you are not happy, but in future you will be happy in some future. Okay, wrong way of doing it. Okay, correct way of doing is I am happy, I am happy, I am happy, I am happy. Okay, again, like I'm telling you, some people may find it hard initially because the truth is you're not happy. Your mind is like not like a dumb guy sitting there. It will say, wait a minute, why are you just lying? Why are you just saying you're happy? You are not happy. Why are you saying you are happy? So I will just give a simple example in a minute. So these are two things. One is be specific. Second, be in the current, not in the future. Current tense में होना चाहिए वो, future में नहीं होना चाहिए. And third is emotional. It बहुत emotional चाहिए इसके लिए. So you mean you need to have some emotions, not plain repetition. I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. In mind you're thinking about something else, something else, something else. You're just saying for the sake of it. It's not going to do much. Okay. And fourth is positive language. So what I mean by positive language is your affirmation should never have not. So I am not sad, I am not sad, I am not sad, I'm not bad, I am not bad. If you say like that, the brain, it doesn't get the word not, it doesn't get in the negation. That's what the science says. Like I'm not a brain scientist, but that's what I read, that's what I follow. So that's what I'm telling you. uh, it needs to be in a positive language. It never has to be in a negative language. Okay, so if you want to be happy, you just say I am happy. If you want to be peaceful, say I am peaceful. Don't say I will be peaceful, I will be happy. Okay, so now this is how you do it. Few things here. Okay, few very important things here. Again, you do 2 affirmations, 5 minutes each. Pick whatever you want to do. Like many people said, becoming positive and peaceful. Very simple thing for that. I am very peaceful and I am very positive. Just 2 statements. Dedicate 5 minutes for each. I am very peaceful and very positive. Okay. Important thing here, important disclaimers, few important things to follow here is, like I said, when you say with emotion and intensity. Don't just say for the sake of it. Okay, because like I told before, this is your life, this is our life. It's on us how much intensely we do something. So many years we chose not to do it, it's fine. But now when I'm telling we are in this 100 days challenge, let's do it with as much intensity, as much sincerity as we can. Okay, so one thing is be emotional while you do this. Second thing which I really thought about it right now is, instead of sitting and thinking I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm very happy, I'm very happy, say it out loud. I think that's much better way of doing it. You just say I'm very happy, I'm very happy, I'm very happy, I'm very happy. This is a very I think I just came up with this, but this is, I think, much impactful than just saying silently, because when you say out loud, you're reiterating it to your ears, you're reiterating it in a much deeper way. Okay, so say it out loud. Second thing is be use positive language. Third thing is it needs to be in the current language, not in the future. I am happy. So if you want to become rich, I am rich, I am rich, something like that. Okay, if you want to become let's say if you want to feel happy or grateful, I am grateful for everything. I just made some simple sentences, just targeting specific feelings. Okay. These are the rules. Now one disclaimer which I wanted to give you was, when you speak out loud, now imagine I am very unhappy with my life right now. It's totally stressful. It's not at all happy. It is fully it's full of stress. It's full of things which I don't like, situations which I don't want to be in, people I don't really love so much. Sorry guys, for some reason I'm getting a little cough, but this is what the situation, if we are in reality. When you sit and say I am happy, I am happy, instantly your brain will say, wait a minute, you are lying. It will say you are lying, you are totally being dishonest, you are being untruthful. Okay, so this is what your brain will say. Don't give it to him, don't listen to it. Why? Because the brain is like trying to be your friend and saying you don't have to lie, you don't have to do this. Wait a minute, you're saying I'm happy, but you know you're not happy. Why are you saying you are happy? Okay, These are some of the challenges that will come, basic challenges that will come 100%. But the point is, you have full 24 hours, right? Just 10 minutes you are saying this. Remaining time you are free to think, okay, man, my life is like really messy, it's very hard. That's fine. For this 10 minutes, just do this. Okay. Like I said, this is not about your conscious mind. The brain is thinking with the conscious mind, but affirmations go and hit the subconscious mind. So your brain doesn't have, it's not processing based on what is on the subconscious level. It's just processing based on the conscious level. Okay. So you just don't give it in. You just sit there and say, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. And I will be really excited or curious to see how this 1 week goes by. Okay, after 1 week we will see how everybody is doing. Okay, so that is what we do on affirmations. Again, very powerful, very simple, but this is like this is what you're supposed to do for 5 minutes. Okay, 2 affirmations, pick any 2 affirmations which you want to change in your life, which you want to achieve in your life, whatever it is. And while affirming, one more thing which I really didn't add is visualize. So when you say I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, you're repeating yourself, okay, I'm happy. But along with that, even see, while you are repeating, you can also see pictures. So you see ourselves, you're really happy. So I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. And don't get lost in that happiness pictures and forget saying I'm happy. You keep saying out loudly, sit in some quiet place, say out loudly for 5 minutes. And while saying, you be as much emotional as you can. Okay. I'm sorry that this will be a little bit hard than other exercises because this is in direct conflict with what you are. But also this will be a very a new moment for you, that wow, it's really so easy, like you really can change yourself so easy. Many times we overthink it, overdo it. It's not that hard also. Okay, so any questions so far on affirmations from anybody? No.
So, should our affirmations be similar to what we have for visualizations, or they can be different?
They can be different. They can be different. Ideally, I would say it's better to keep it different because now you have 4 things that you can change. Okay, 2 in visualizations, 2 in affirmations. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Great question. Thank you. All right. I assume there's no other question. One thing, guys, is don't have a very lengthy affirmation of I am beautiful, I am confident, I am good, I am happy, I am peaceful, I am everything, and I am rich. If you have such a lengthy affirmation, trust me, like this is not going to work. Okay, we don't need to be so like we are not short on time that much. Pick 1 or 2, that's it. Like pick 1, I'm peaceful, I'm happy, and that's it. Let's stick with just 1 or 2. Don't make it a lengthy thing that I am doing it, I want to use it as much as I can. Let me really go unrealistic and let me say everything I want. Okay, relax, we will get time to achieve everything. Okay, but let's do step by step. All right, guys, so that's about affirmation. One warning here, I think we are done with the most of the things that we are supposed to do. Now comes the really important part of what are the challenges you may face, because I have done it just once before and I know how challenge. Once I have done it successfully before, I have failed quite a few number of times, so I know what are the challenges that are there ahead, what are the things that we need to watch out for. So I just thought I'll make sure I'm telling that. Okay, one thing is, on all of these exercises, do not add many parameters which will like complicate things. Okay, we kept this all so clear, so simple. Let's follow that. If you do something better in one area, that's fine, but let's keep it simple. Second, don't change your needs. Don't start with okay, I am happy, I want to be happy. After 15, 20, 30 days you say, okay, I'm enough happy, now let me move to something else. Now I'm done with happiness. Now what I want is really a peace of mind, or what I really want is money, so forget about this, now let me focus on money. Don't do like that. The reason is, we have to stick 100 days with a specific thought, with a specific idea. and mind will tempt you to change. Do not change. Okay, and don't swap your goals. Okay, let me swap it for this to that. Don't do that. Okay, so from the starting today onwards, you sit, think, and pick up 2 affirmations, 2 visualizations. That's it. Only 4 things you have to do. And then yoga, again, I gave you simple exercises. For meditation, I gave you simple technique. Again, there, if you want to change something, that's fine, but this is a very, very straightforward thing. Okay, do not complicate this. All right, so what's the sequence? How do I need to do it? What do I need to do it? This is what I would suggest, because again, that's the way I do it, from the reason that once you do Kapal Bhati and Bhastrika, your body really releases a lot of energy, or it's a pretty intense yoga. So once you do this, next Anulom Vilom is much more smoother, calmer, relaxing way of yoga. So that is little more relaxing. And because you do Anulom Vilom for 5 minutes and you're listening to that chant, remember the link I gave you, I'll send it in the WhatsApp group. But because of that chant and because of the doing the Anulom Vilom and yoga for 10 minutes, you will naturally be very relaxed. And that is like the best time to do meditation. The time when you are more relaxed and you are more calmer is the time to do meditation. It will be so much simpler, so much easier, and you'll be so much happy that you did it at that time. Okay, that's the time to do meditation. So 10 minutes you do meditation. Now you do 10 minutes meditation and you come out of meditation, you are in a very, very absorbing state. Your mind is in very, very absorbing state, and that's the time to do visualization. Because your mind is so calm, it can take more, it can do more, and it can also process more at that time. So I would highly suggest doing visualization at that time, so that um, you are able to visualize properly, you are able to do whatever you wanted to do properly. You are more absorbed, you are more intense, and this is a perfect time to do visualization. Okay, again, 2 visualizations, 5 minutes. If some people say, wait, I just have one thing, can I do for 10 minutes? Of course, yes, no problem there. Okay, so that's you do visualization. Next, last is the affirmation. So now with visualization and all of this, you are already in the zone. Now if you say, okay, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I believe it will be much more deeper than saying it at any other time. Okay, so that's the logic I just thought of presenting why I made up this sequence. And that's the way I am going to do it. Again, let's say you all are running short on time. Let's say you really are very, very busy, don't have much time. Do it in 2 sessions, not 1, 2 sessions. Okay, what are those two sessions? You do the yoga and the meditation 20 minutes, let's say in the morning, whenever or whatever time you're wanting to do. You do it at one time, and the next 20 minutes you split and do it in the visualization and affirmation. Okay, these both go together and these other two go together. Okay, this is how I would split in the 2 sections. Okay, if you have to, mostly you should be able to do it at one go, and initially it will be challenging, but within few days you will get to it. Okay, so this is what is the sequence I suggest you do. Deviations, like we talk, if you all want to follow some other thing, let's say you have, wait a minute, I don't want to do visualizations, can I do some other thing? You can, but really this is about doing a specific thing, because I know exactly how important this each aspect is for yourself. The thing is, there is something called a cascading effect or a chain effect. So just to give a simple example, you're sitting there in everyday life, you're not so happy, but let's say 1 week after saying I'm happy, you become little bit more happy. Now what happens is, because you feel little bit more happy, you go ahead and do your task more enthusiastically. You prepare your food more enthusiastically, you do your work more enthusiastically, you're more bubbly, and because of that, other people, they also feel that effect, and they are also more relaxed, they are also more calm, and they interact with you well. And because of that, now your work efficiency can increase. Now you're feeling much more productive, or you can say to your team, wait a minute, this is not the right way to do it, and you say it in a proper way. So what happens is it's a chain effect. So one thing you do can have a ripple effect in many places. So that's why I wanted to do all 4 things, because these 4 things will create such a massive positive emotions that if you are, let's say, not doing one thing properly the way it should be, at least the other thing will cover it up. Okay, so that's my take on this. I would suggest not to do like just 2 things. I am doing 40 minutes exercises. I do 30 minutes yoga and 10 minutes meditation. But sorry, I'm not up for visualization and affirmations. Again, this is your life, so you have the full right for it. I don't have anything there. But all I'm saying is, for 100 days, give it a go, what we are trying to do. Okay. So this all exercise works on different aspect of your mind. It's not just one aspect. That's the reason I'm saying all of this. Okay, so with all of this, let's say come to the question. Let me just see how much time is there. Okay, we have 10 minutes, no problem. So now really comes the core. We saw the exercises, we saw what this is all about, but hey, does it really work? Many people may say these all sound so simple, it's so easy to do, but wait a minute, my problem is not all of this. My problem is I'm not happy, and I'm not happy because that person is making me unhappy. What do all of this have to do with that? In my life, let's say things are not working out for me, I'm not getting a job. What will these exercises do for me? Okay, so these are some of the questions which will really stop you on the track. It will not let you move forward. So all I say is, uh, these all exercises will need some belief and conviction. If you don't have the belief and conviction, if you are more like this is not for me, if you conclude it too early, you risk on losing on the effects, you risk on losing all of the wonderful things this could have done. Okay, like I'm saying, give yourself 100 days. 100 days in a lifetime is nothing, but if this 100 days changes you as a person, you still have your next full so many years that you can be a different person. Okay, so these are some things that can stop you. So think like an experimenter, not with an open mind, not like a judge who will just judge it and conclude it and rest the case. Okay, experiment with yourself and see how this will work for you. Okay, and the reason why this will almost always work is these are laws. These are not just concepts. These are not some made up concept by some people who thought, okay, wait, let me make this concept like that. Not at all. These are laws. And we know thing about laws, right? Laws doesn't need someone's permissions to work. They don't need what your attitude is, what your thoughts is, behavior is, right? Laws always work. For example, I always love to give this example of law of gravity. If an object falls from top, it will fall down. It doesn't, if you jump from 3rd floor, for example, by mistake, you will fall down. It doesn't matter you wanted to jump, unintentionally jump, you just by mistake you jumped, you just wanted to see if I will fall down. It doesn't matter. Law will always work. Same way, these are laws which will always work. So these are not just concepts made up, these are actually laws. It's on our part how much we can make it work for ourselves. Okay, all right, so when is the time to do it? Next question, when is the time to do it? Ideally morning is the best time. Personally, I have seen it, morning is really the best time to do it. If you can't do 40, at least do 20 minutes in the morning. Try to wake up early. It will be little hard initially, but within few days the effects will be so much that you will automatically feel like doing it. But let's say start with 20 if you can't with 40, ideally 40 minutes in the morning. And one thing I would like to say is do it anytime. If you really are short in the morning times, that's fine, do it anytime, not before going to the bed. Please, not, that's the worst time to do it. Personally, I have done so many times at that time, and I lose track when I was exercising and when I slept. Okay, this is not exercise to make you sleep, this is exercise to change yourself. Okay, so give at least some seriousness to this. Okay, and how to do this? Very simple. You can sit in like normal Padmasana, Siddhasana pose and do it like the yoga postures, or you can sit on a chair, fold your legs and sit and do this, all these 4 things. Or you can normally sit on a chair and do this, just sit. Okay, don't lie down on a bed or on the ground and do, okay, I'm so tired, but I want to do this exercise, let me just sleep and do it. Okay, I've done it many times, guys, so there is no wrong, but I'm telling you, you don't start from there. Okay, and no multitasking, meaning I am doing affirmation and let me cook something. I am doing visualization, but let me also make the baby sleep, whatever. Okay, no multitasking here. These 40 minutes are exclusive for just these exercises. There is nothing else you do in these 40 minutes. Hey, after 100 days, if you lose like 40 minutes, which is like closely maybe 40 hours of your life, if you lose 40 hours of your life, it's all right. Like, it's not a big time, but I want you to try it with full seriousness. Okay, not half-hearted attempts. All right, and let's do a weekly follow-up, right? So every week we'll have a call, maybe on Saturday or on Sunday. I think Sunday may be better at 11 a.m. probably. So Sunday 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. just 1 hour we'll have a call. We'll see how everybody is doing, if they have any questions, if they have anything. Now again, I'm not like a guide here. I'm not like a know-all person. I'm not like an enlightened person who can tell everything. I'll do the best I can. If I don't know anything, I will tell you I don't know. I'll seek some advice, or I will do some research and I'll come up with some answers. Okay, but let's do a weekly follow-up. So which means 100 days we'll have probably 14 or 15 calls, and in that we will track the progress. We'll see how it goes. Okay, again, these are not mandatory. Please, these are not mandatory, but it's better you come, because you'll also see how other people are seeing the change. Okay, and one thing I also wanted to add is we have a Google Sheets, thanks to my friend Vikram who suggested me this idea. He told, why don't we just add a Google Sheet? I'll add the names in the Google Sheet. So whenever we do some exercise every day, we just say, yes, we did it. Okay. So that's how even I can know who is doing it, who is not doing it, so that if somebody is not doing it, then I know, okay, that person is not doing. I'm not going to be too much bothered about it. Okay, so it's very simple. Let's say, for example, it starts from tomorrow. So if I am there here, I'll just add yes. Okay, I'll give you all access to this. You would just add yes. Next day I do it, I just add yes. The day which I don't do, most likely it will be blank. I don't think anybody is going to go and say no here. Okay, it will be blank, but that will say that, okay, you have not done the exercise. And this is not for my benefit, this is actually for your benefit only, because you will feel like, okay, somebody is watching you, somebody is looking for an answer. That will push you to do it. Okay, again, this is a very, very good way of keeping track, and it's just one step. Like, it will take you hardly less than a minute to fill this sheet. Okay, lastly, challenges. I'm so sorry, guys, we may be 5 minutes late, 5 to 10 minutes late, but I want to make you aware of some challenges that are there ahead. In life, there's a saying, Shreyas and Prayas. So in Sanskrit, there's a saying, Shreyas is something which is really good for you, and Prayas is something which is you really like to do. You know this is good for me, but you don't feel like doing it. You know this is good for me, but this is bad for you. Okay, but there's always challenges. So concept wise, we know this is good for us, but take it like a live example. How many people do it every day? We know meditation is good for us. How many of us do it? Probably 1% or less than 1%. We know yoga is very good. We read it in books. Are we doing it? No. Right? See the paradox here. We know what is good, but we don't do it. We know this is good, but we don't do it. Right? So why we don't do it? It's a mind game here. Okay, so that's what I want you to make aware about, is some challenges that will lie ahead. First thing is, don't expect this to be an easy thing to do. Okay, this is named challenge for a reason. It is a challenge. It is hard to do something 100 days. It is hard to make yourself motivated to do it 100 days, and you will see what are the different challenges that will come up. But I just want you to expect that doing something great is really not an easy thing. It will take some effort. Be ready to put that effort. Okay, the results will prove for themselves how important this were. But the point is, you don't expect this to be easy. Okay, you don't think, okay, this is a piece of cake for me, it's so easy, I can do it anytime. Okay, one thing I want to aware of that is one thing I want you to be aware of is that it's going to be little hard. It's not going to be very easy. And these are some of the brilliant examples mind will come up with in the next few days. Probably the first 20-25 days are going to be little hard. These are some of the exercises that will come up. First main thing will come is, wait a minute, I am really busy today. I have a big production issue. I have a big my son or my daughter is really not well today. There's no way I can spare a minute today. Okay, this is the number one thing that mind will try to tell you is, you're busy, you cannot do this, you have many more serious things to do, this is not the time to do. Okay, and one more example that may come is, I have exam tomorrow, there is no way I can do this today, this is not the time, I'll do it after exam, maybe I will just skip it for today, I cannot do it today. This is 99% what will happen if you do alone. Your mind is very easily able to overcome you and trick you into saying something like that. Okay, no matter how much busy you are, no matter if you're working even for 18 hours, 20 hours, doesn't matter. Point is, if you're breathing for life, you do these exercises for next 100 days. That's it. If you are drinking water despite this, you are having food, you're doing everything, do not let that I am busy thing capture your intention to do this. Okay, telling you guys, this is the biggest thing that will happen, and don't push it to the last. Mostly first few days, some of you may do it right before the bed only. In reality, some people may keep on pushing later. Don't do that. From start onwards, make sure that you do it first thing in the morning. Okay, and next level of challenge is this. You will see that, hey, you know what, it's okay, I joined the class just to see what it is, how it works and all, but you know what, I am not so serious about it right now, my priorities are different. I have other challenges to do. It's okay if I am like this for some more days, let me work on something else. It's a distraction technique by mind. It will distract you from your goal. It will try to tell you it's okay not to do it. Okay, again, this is all a mind game. Why mind will do it, we all will go in the next class. I cannot go over everything in one class, but this will happen for sure. Okay, and some days you'll say, hey, you know, today I can't do this, I'll just say yes in the sheet just for the sake of it, but tomorrow I promise I'll do it twice. Okay, again, remember guys, you skip one day, you are out of this. Why you are out of this is because maybe nobody will know, only you will know that you skipped it. But if you skip it, you will not see the effects which I really want you all to see in your life. Okay, this is not just about some small things that we are talking about here and there. We're talking about life-changing thing. Imagine if you are happy, if you are peaceful, what it means for your family, what it means for yourself personally, how it would change you as a person, right? So please do not let all these small things come in your way. And next step of mind is, it will say, wait a minute, you were never so serious in the past about any of these things. It doesn't matter, why are you just getting so serious about it? Like, how many times you tried in the past, it doesn't work, man, so why are you really bothered about it? It's okay, you know, it was something interesting, but let's move on. Okay, again, your mind will try to talk you down into this. It will say, you know, it's okay not to do this, but this is not it is. What matters is how you were in the past is really not a big deal right now. What matters is how next 100 days you are going to be. If you're going to be same like your past, where you are not, we are let your mind dominate you, then you're not going to see a big change. But if next 100 days, if you just stick with all of us and do the way I want you all to do it, after 100 days, you will see the difference and you will speak of the difference. Okay, so summary, right? Final, I think finally we got to the summary. But this is the chance, this is, take it like a chance, and this is like an opportunity to get over everything that you couldn't do previously in your life, you didn't do. Maybe, you know, many times I feel I should have done meditation in my teenagers. That was the best time to start. I would have moved so ahead. I would have done this before, I should have started my own company before, I should have done this before, I should have become thinner before. All of these things, let it go in the past. It's all right, it's all right, you didn't do it, that's fine. Main thing is, are you ready to take charge of your life from now on for the next 100 days, and give yourself just 40 minutes a day? That's all I'm asking. Okay. And remember, this 100 days, if you do it the way I'm telling, the way I really want you all to do it, I'm pretty sure that this will be a life-changing event. And I didn't overly publicize in the video how important this is. I just told it's going to be it's going to be important. But I honestly, I lied. I didn't be very serious about it. But I know deep in my heart, this is the day. This is the day which will change your life forever. If today you actually go about and do this for next 100 days, I don't think you can ever be back the same. I don't think it's possible, because 100 days, if you do something, you stick to something, you become so positive and peaceful. From that moment on, it's really hard to go back to your earlier version. Okay, so this is actually a life-changing moment. But I really wanted people who are interested by themselves, not just to over-promise and under-deliver. It's more about what is the possibility. People who are open to this, I just wanted to present to them this. Okay. So this is a big decision day, guys. Let all this momentum be with you. Do not go here and there, and just stick to this for 100 days, and then we'll see. Okay. So finally, I want to say is, mind is after all not an enemy. Okay. It's just the way it handles, just the way it does things, and not everybody's mind. I'm saying most of the people's mind. Some people's mind may be so ready for it that they want to do this, and they are not at all concerned. They won't have all these challenges. But I'm only talking about people who were half-hearted. Maybe they are not sure, should I do, shouldn't I do? Okay. Important thing to understand is, mind will make way for you. It will make way for you if you make it understand there is no other way. Mind sometimes may say, you never talk to me like that. Why are you saying me like that? That's fine. You have to understand, I took up a challenge, I have to do it no other way. That's it. You'll see quickly how your mind will say, okay, fine, let me do this. Okay. So with this, okay, one final thing is inspiration. So some people actually ask me, why did you make this program? What was it in for you? Like, why you have to do something like that? Like, I'm curious, like what happened? So I just thought I'll just add a slide. What is the inspiration for this program is, I wanted to do this program for since quite some days, maybe a month or a month and a half. I wanted to start something like this. But while starting, like, I'm learning Sanskrit right now. So while learning, I came up with a quote which says, may everybody be happy, peaceful, and may everybody see what is worthwhile, and nobody be sorrow, right? So when I read this quote, I thought, okay, when I start this program, I will push it in a group for many reasons. One thing is, in a group, it's much more easier. We all have accountability. We all need to be transparent. So we all will have um, more momentum. There's somebody who will watch, so that will be good. Second thing is, if I am going in this journey, I don't want to go alone. I want to see if somebody else is interested. At least I'm able to say, wait, you can join me in this. Okay. It's not that once I achieve this, then I will say, okay, you know what, now you come to program because now I know everything. I'm not that type of person. For me, it's more about if we all go together, hey, we all can feed off each other's energy and do it together. Okay. So that's the only reason. There's no other objective as such. And the inspiration, like I said, came from the Sanskrit quote that I just mentioned here. So I just want to thank you. I think I'm sorry, I'm 5 minutes ahead of. I'm 5 minutes. I took 5 minutes more of your time, but thank you so much for your time today. And I wish you all the best for this new beginning. And I wish this 100 days will be like probably a life changer for all of you. Okay. So with this, today's presentation is done. Now is the time for any questions or any comments for today's call. Anybody has anything to offer, please, this is the time.
Sumit, one question.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, no, you can go ahead.
Akanksha, yes, please go ahead.
If you can just put all the links for all the asanas, and even if any additional links you have, that will be very helpful if you can put them in the group.
Absolutely, I'll do that today itself.
Thank you.
No problem. Yes, Deepak.
Sumit, one small thing I was having like one query here. Like, say that we are doing meditation,
Mhm.
and as you told, like to watch our breath. So generally, like this way also I used to do, and then other ways also like you can focus on your third eye. So is it like in your way we have to like like focus on our breath only? It is necessary, or I can go with my third eye concentration?
You
What do you
can
say?
do with your third eye concept, but for me personally, for me it's hard to imagine the third eye. For me, it's much more simpler because I can associate with my breath, and I know there are like as far as I read, there are people who have achieved like the perfect samadhi state just by observing the breath. So you could do both, but if it's simple enough, stick on with the breath.
Okay.
Okay.
So actually, the plan, this program is very good actually. From as I told you, like up till onwards, I'm doing it. At least some, we can say, other than affirmation, everything I was doing it.
Okay.
Certainly, I will say it's like I will feel every morning that I am missing my breakfast. My breakfast is this only.
Oh,
So if
nice.
this kind of if this kind
Feeling
of
of a
feeling
lot of
we have,
energy. All
so if
right,
this kind of
wonderful.
a requirement is there, then certainly changes are there, and I will just say everyone that actually it's really works out actually, and it's working out for me very well actually. Very well means very well actually.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Deepak, for your
Thank you. Thank you.
inputs. Yes. Uh, Anybody else has any questions, any comments?
Sumit, this is a very great initiative.
Thank you so much, Raj. And no other questions? No other comments? Like, do you really find it okay? Are you going to follow it? If I hear nothing means it's a
I would
no, I think.
say, just my 2 cents. Always the change starts from self, right? So it's a self-discipline, and nobody's watching. When we actually do the right thing, that is actually the start.
Wonderful. All right, guys. So I would like to wind up today's call. And I want to thank every one of you for being part of this group. And I really look forward to the next call, probably on a Sunday. Same, like, not same, but 11 o'clock. Maybe it's better for other people. Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you again for being part of this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sumit. Yeah.
Thanks, Sumit. Bye, Sumit. Thank you.
Bye, guys. All the
Bye.
best.
Bye, bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This conference will now be recorded.